Hi, I'm Dr. Chad Larson. Sometimes I think we confuse common with normal. What I mean by that is it's pretty well thought that with aging there's a natural decline in brain function. And while I think that's a really common phenomenon, I don't know that that's totally normal. In fact, some recent studies indicate that there are some ways to really decrease this normal brain aging. And so recently this week we wrote a couple articles that featured some recent studies. And basically what the studies boiled down to is they tested a bunch of nutrient markers in the blood. In fact, one study looked at 30 different nutrient markers. And what they found is that the individuals that had the greatest amount of circulating vitamins, especially vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin E, had the greatest brain volume. And brain volume is literally the size of the brain. And conversely, the individuals who were found to not have the proper level of nutrients in the blood, in fact, if they consumed what they called a junk food diet, and I think we all know what a junk food diet is, high in trans fats and other bad stuff, they had a much smaller brain. The brain had actually shrunk. And what goes along with brain shrinkage is loss of memory and cognitive decline and onset of dementia, and then eventually conditions like Alzheimer's disease. So what they did is they checked the blood before and after the study, and then they also did a brain scan with an MRI to look at the size of the brain, the cerebral volume. And so what they showed was the individuals had those specific nutrients, and the ones who had the bigger brains had more marine lipids, which is fish oils. So the consumption of fish or fish oil supplements and had the proper nutrients had greater brain volume, had better memory, and had better mental clarity and cognition. And there's another study that looked at a couple specific vitamins, vitamins B12 and folic acid. And what they showed a very similar thing. They tested the blood before, and then they gave these nutrients for 24 months to individuals who were 65 years and older. And what they found is the ones who had the nutrients, the B12 and folic acid, again, had a larger brain volume, scored higher on the cognitive testing, in other words, memory testing, and had like I said, a bigger brain volume. So I think the take-home message is it's really important to eat good foods that are rich in nutrients, and like I've always suggested, the baseline of any nutritional supplement program needs to include a high potency, high quality multivitamin mineral supplement, and taking fish oils as a supplement. So, don't let your brain shrink. And there's some very easy things that we can do to help stop that process. So I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for listening.